everyone, welcome to Quatro Bornes. Start the montage. Hey wait, there's Ricky. Where's Ricky? The music stopped, we need Ricky. Hey everyone, welcome to Quatro Bornes. Start the montage. Yeah.
Okay, so a little bit unexpected, but if you want to come park in Quatre Bornes, find the Orchard Centre, loads of parking and it's free.
We're actually in the back end of the Orchard Centre in Quatro Bornes, and well, it's got closed and things. Maybe it's just closed on a Sunday, or maybe it's because of the festivities out there. Oh no, actually maybe it's just because we're really early. However, if you don't want to walk, don't park on the third floor like we did. Lift not working. Escalator not working. Let's go walk down. It is like one of those, I think it was probably built in the 80s. It looks like one of those 80s shopping centers.
It's got a very retro feel.
I know this is going to sound really weird, and it really is, because this is an old place, but it's starting to feel like it's coming back in fashion, if you know what I mean. It's like the 80s are back. And so the center is probably back. You'll probably find that it suddenly becomes a more of a cool place to visit, because it's so retro and cool.
The shops are all occupied though, there's no empty shops. So.
And they're all modern stuff. Okay, maybe a bad example, but if you look there, I mean, it's all sport, and I saw Island Haze and all the regular places.
Okay, so there's actually a lot of parking in Quatre Bornes.
So these are the streets of Quatro Bornes. Pretty good, nice roads. A lot of policemen today. Seen a lot of policemen out. On each corner there seem to be a couple of them. Bonjour. And lots of little shops. We are heading to the market, so I suppose this is pre-market. You can see the guys laying their stuff down on the sidewalk. People selling everywhere here, and even to the case of they've got some boxes and they put the stuff on top on the other side of the railway on the brain. Used to come through here at the market up ahead, and they're just selling everything on the side of the road. It's like amazing to think that 50 years ago this was nothing. There was almost nothing here, and they built it up from there with the things like this big center around us and the market across the way there. This seems to be an alley that has lots of street foods, and they are actually not street foods, they're shop foods. I don't really know how to say that, but they have lots of foods here. This is the municipal council of Quatre Bornes Foodcourt. Let's go in and have a look. There's loads of little shops in here, and they're selling everything. I mean, biryani. I did see some halim. Pretty much anything you want for breakfast. And it looks like some of the places are more popular than others. So I'm going to go have a look at what that is. Oh. Got some dal curry and roti. And this is what's popular today. Looks pretty good.
And now today you have come
To visit Quatre
Quatre
Bornes,
Bornes.
Yes, we're coming to have a look. This is an umbrella, and this man here is actually repairing it.
Yeah, don't
How
throw it away,
awesome is
get
that?
it repaired.
Do you repair a lot?
Yeah, I repair only also shoes.
Okay, so shoes and umbrellas.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that is so cool. Look at that.
Clever.
These jobs have disappeared now.
Yes.
There are not people to do them.
No, people throw things away and get something new.
No, the problem is that they don't get the person to repair these things.
But here you are, in Quatro Bornes, you can get your umbrella repaired.
In Quatre Bornes.
Quatro
People
Bornes,
know me.
Yeah.
But in other
They
places,
don't have
also,
somebody.
yeah, they don't know. But people who knows, they live even in the south.
They come to you.
They come, they bring a lot. When they bring, they can bring even 10, 8.
And then they can pick it up next week maybe? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Very nice. Is that your number?
Yeah, this is my number.
So this is
number.
Vishal's number if you guys want your umbrella or your shoes repaired. And this is the man. You Vishal.
Yeah, Vishal, yeah.
Vishal.
Uh-huh.
Thank you,
Good to meet
Vishal.
you.
Okay.
There are some toilets here. They are paid for, 10 rupees. Fun zone, not open at the moment, but you got laser tag and virtual reality stuff. So that's pretty cool, but the market is just here. We're just at the edge of it. So we're in the Quatre Bornes market. This seems to be the clothing section. I'm not sure if there are any other sections, but just gearing up. Loads and loads of clothes, materials, and I saw some jewelry back there. Well, let's walk down, have a look.
Wow, nice market. Big covered building. Easy to walk concrete floors. And lots of stores, but big, wide enough in between. They actually have some really cute clothes here. And the pricing is good. A lot of things are like 100 rupees.
And I've been to the Goodlands one, and this is so much area and there's so much space here. It just feels more open. And, hi. So it does feel a lot better here. We are here with this nice man, and he's trying to sell us a hat.
They're actually very nice hats. How much are these?
450.
450.
This one is nice version, is not raining, but it's very hot. You are headache. It's very nice. For you make a basket, the last one is no more.
Very nice hats.
So take a photo with fashion hat. Nice one. For you, I make it 350 for you. This one is nice. Take this one.
Let me think about it.
Finish, no, the last one nice.
That's the hat for Ricky. Try it on, Rick. Yeah, we're not here. There we go.
This one I done that left on the right. Very nice. Where for you also the same color. Same color. Matching.
Yeah, matching hats.
Matching. Very nice.
Okay.
Matching.
What do you think? Let us know. Should we get the hats or not? We're right at the edge of it, market, and they've got some fruits. Oh, I think that's coconut water. And of course, papayas. Oh, and some aluda. You feel like some aluda, but I think the thing we've been smelling is right here. Whatever it is that they're deep frying, that smell is coming from here. They're definitely deep frying something. Whoa. Do you want something deep fried? Looks like samosas over there. Some samosas, fresh samosas. And that's a piment. I can still smell them being freshly cooked behind me, and have a look at this. So still hot, gnarly looking. Oh, I'm sure it's gonna have crunch on that. Well, this is crunchy, delicious yumminess, and they made it right here behind me. Totally worth it.
So now the gorgeous Quatre Bornes have come out, and he's making potato curry or bhaji. Awesome. So it's always hot because as they're making it, people are buying it. Nice. Okay, so from this side you can see it's Quatro Bornes Market. I don't know if you can make it out down there, but it says 1941, and that's when the market was opened. It's a really big market.
There's quite a lot of construction going on in Quatre Bornes. Mostly it's for the metro or stuff to support the metro.
Construction for the metro.
Getting it done. 2020. Here we come.
It's 2021.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Have you seen what they've convenienced and inconvenienced?
imagine that this is all like 40, 50 years old.
Practically brand new.
Yeah.
Wow. So many people queuing on a Sunday.
Thanks.
Thanks. It's like this completely open piece of space where behind it there's a skyscraper. On that side there's a massive building. On this side there's a huge shopping center. There's more that way. So why is this place just this place? It's not even parking. I would sell it for parking. Oh, look at that old building. There's an old building. I'm gonna go have a look at that.
Domino's Pizza. Saw a KFC earlier, smelled the KFC and then saw the KFC. Here we're in the streets of Quatro Bornes.
There is one thing about Quatre Bornes. You can't cross the road. Not like in Goodlands where you can just walk across the road. Here it is too much traffic. You're going to have to go to a place where you can actually cross the road. So the beautiful old building over there that I was going to show you, we'll have to get on the way back. But don't worry, we will get it on the way back. My decision to walk on this side of the road is being severely regretted. Not only did we miss that old building, but there's another epic old building there. We are definitely going to have to come back on the other side of the road. Definitely, definitely. Well, they've honored the right of Paul and Virginie again, Bernardine St. Pierre. Got an alley here in Quatre Bornes. We have been walking along this road for maybe about 5 minutes. And we've stopped and done a bit of video, as you've seen. But that's the same bus. That's the same bus we saw about 5 minutes ago. So if you want to get anywhere in Quatre Bornes, just take a walk. It goes a little bit faster than taking a bus or a car. Into the shade. Man, it's hot out there. But this gives us an opportunity to show you lots of little shops here. Loads and loads of little shops.
I know you. You on TikTok?
Yes, yes.
Valentine's Day is coming up. Quatro Bornes got you covered.
Don't forget to get your Spider-Man outfit.
I don't think that's for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Sidewalk and a drain. Both you can walk on. Enough place for pedestrians. This place smells amazing. And that is what is smelling so great. Grilled meat on bread. Oh man, it smells good. Not quite sure why the bus is driving onto the pavement.
They all have yellow flags. Not quite sure what's going on. But looks a bit like a football team. I think maybe these are football players with their flags and their team coming to have a football game. Football players.
Lots of shops with cakes and foods. Each shop has different.
Out there in the bright sunshine is the mountain. Look at that, a mountain.
There are quite a few around.
Yeah, this one it actually looks bigger than what it does on the screen. It's a massive mountain.
Maybe they're 4 mountains. Maybe they're the 4 stones.
The 4 stones. They didn't mean stones. They actually meant mountains.
No one's proposed that idea yet. We'll have to count them.
Yes.
There's one.
What Ricky is saying there is that we still don't know why Quatre Bornes is called Quatre Bornes. We're heading to a place that is potentially why it is, and that's the 4 terminals where 4 roads, even on the old map, came together, and so that's why it might have been Quatre Bornes. The other one is that they're 4 stones, or that some guy just marked it on the map for the 4 provinces. Sorry, there was some guy going to run us over. The end of the road looks like they're having some sort of a festivity thing. We'll go and have a look at it. feeder. You guys like Rogers? Here's their bus, the feeder van. They do seem to have a lot of these little centres along the way. We're under quite a big building here, but all along the edge there are these shops. It's like a strip mall where you've got lots of shops, lots of noise, and some banking. This is one of the older buildings I promised you from across the road. This is the corrugated one. It does have concrete, but it's mostly made out of the steel, and it is an old place. And what's cool about it is that it's probably on that photo I saw. It does look very similar to it. And because Quatre Bornes is so young, they haven't really got any old buildings. And that is probably one of their oldest buildings right there. And behind me, one of the other ones. Like I was trying to say before all the buses came all at once at me, was it is a young town, so it doesn't have any very old things, but it has been around for a while. And they mentioned it first in the 1700s, so Quatre Bornes as a place has been here a while, but a lot of the old buildings have been removed for progress, and they've kept a few of them, and that was one of them, and this is another one. And beautiful old corrugated work, but on the side you can see the original stonework. So we do have a couple of old ones that are being preserved and looked after and actually used as shops still, which is pretty cool. So even though we've got the modern buildings that are being built around us, that one, then that one, and now the newest one, we have a lot of new progress. We're still okay to keep something old, which I think is pretty cool. Well done, Quatre Bornes. Until now, we've actually been on the main road of Quatre Bornes. Now we're down one of the side alleys. We're going to try and find our way to a church in that direction. But this seems to be where a lot of the buses are. This is Victoria Avenue, and the train probably ran along this route. So the train station could have been somewhere there. And as you can see, the construction on either side, the train will come back. So a little bit of new coming where the old was.
Everyone's got the same pedestrian protection thingies like Port Louis, but they kind of suck you in a certain direction. So if you wanted to go straight, well, I'm not sure.
Tons and tons of space to walk here, and then as we go around the corner, suddenly it gets really narrow. So you've got this narrow part now. I'm not 100% sure here, but let me know if I'm wrong. This is the Quatre Bornes State Secondary School. Okay, the label does say that. But is that your school? If this is your school, that huge building, that grey and red building, is that we see from everywhere, is that an actual school? Wow, that must be so modern on the inside. You guys like got computers at every desk and things. That is a proper modern school. Wow.
Sidewalk teachers.
Yeah. Robot teachers from the future, guys.
Okay, so on a road that runs parallel to that busy main road, totally different. This is now houses, places where people live, which is a lot of Quatre Bornes, as there are nearly 80,000 people who live here. Totally different environment.
Peaceful sounds. Of course the wind dies. Then we'll take video. Of course.
I really can't believe the difference from one street to another in Quatre Bornes. Quite remarkable.
There's something wrong with my ears. I keep trying to unblock them, but it's so quiet and calm down here. It's like the hustle and bustle is literally less than 50 meters that way. And here it is calm, suburb, cool, laughter. What a contrast, what a contrast.
Another green space in Quatre Bornes with great views of the mountain.
Loads of cars now all of a sudden. There's a little park behind me, but there's the church. And it's got a mountain, so a mountain and a church.
2 mountains.
2 mountains. There's another one sneaking in there. Let's go have a look. Right, so this is a great old church. I'm a bit too lazy to go look up the name of it, but it's a Saint Michael or Saint. I'll look it up. This church is Notre Dame du Rosaire, the Lady of the Rosary, and it's also made out of this great stone. And it is quite old. It is quite an old building. It looks like the windows have been replaced, unfortunately. It was probably stained glass at some point and maybe they got broken out. Maybe there was a fire. But I love how they've accented with this white. They've covered the cornerstones, which are obviously the best stones in a building, with this white. And it actually looks quite pretty. It's quite nice. There's one called St. John, which are at the end of that main road. And the main road is called St. John after that church. And the massive MCB building, which we'll show you on a drive-through, are also named after that. So St. John Road is the main church, but this is a great Notre Dame cathedral. Do we call them Rosary?
Our Lady of the Rosary.
Our Lady of the Rosary.
Notre Dame means Our Lady.
Okay, Notre Dame means Our Lady. Oh wow, you see, that's why I do this, so I can learn stuff. I always wondered, so like Notre Dame in France means Our Lady. Oh wow. I wish they would just tell you that, you know?
They do, but it can break.
Yeah, well.
So Our Lady of the Rosary Church has quite a beautiful church garden with the mountain view.
If you're unsure of the name of a church, just come and look at a local store. Normally they're named in a similar fashion of the church, but how great is this shop?
Looks like a very original shop as well. You can always tell by the thickness of the walls. It's kind of cool. Original windows and shutters and floor, well worn over time by people.
Yeah, even though it's new, it is stone.
And it looks very pretty.
It does, it really does, but it matches so well. I love the white contrast.
I think the mortar is added later to give that old feel.
This must be one of the fancier roads, because a lot of the houses here are very beautiful, very, very nice. And well finished on the outside as well. I'm not going to say all of them because, you know, there is a bit of a jungle on that side, but
There's a bamboo here, pretty.
it's natural. But these guys are actually, they're making a really nice outside to their houses. And it matches nicely the grade and the stressed wood. It really looks great. Those are some of the most protected pomegranates in Mauritius. Yeah.
So we're getting closer to the centre of town. A lot more traffic.
When you're in Mauritius, you're going to see a lot of buses with this summertime thing. And this is their home. This is where they come from. This is the summertime tour center. So whenever you order a little excursion out to one of the waterfalls or something, you're probably going to go in one of the summertime vehicles. And this is their home. And you can easily tell them. I'll show you how. Don't worry, I'll cut this bit out. It'll come back to me. But they always have these like postage stamp with summertime on it. And this is their home here in Quatre Bornes. This is where they all come from. And they're all lined up here, ready and waiting for you guys to get back here. So get back here. Summertime's waiting. Is quite possibly mountain number 3. Mountain number 1, number 2 you can just make out there, and that's definitely number 3, but we can't find number 4.